sorry. I need to click this one.
Don't touch it.
Hey, this is on your server.
That sounded
Yeah, it's
familiar.
fucking Foster. Foster put some weird shit on here.
That sounded familiar.
This is a good one, though.
Brother,
So, Pat, why did it sound familiar?
I'll leave it open for you as long as you keep it on a flat surface.
brother.
What's that?
Okay.
brother?
Cameron,
1 second, I'm looking at notes. There's a lot.
you bitch. I played 2 ranked games the other day.
You got shit on?
I lost like 40 LP.
Nice.
Yay, iron.
You're on the way to Iron 4.
Brother, I'm so bad at this fucking game.
Yearn for the mines.
I do yearn for the mines.
I opened a knife in CS today, so that's like gambling wins.
Shit, dude, you're like $20 richer.
Well, about 200. About 200. I opened 2 cases. I wish there was a knife out there for 20. I'd fucking have one all the time. I'd just be selling my shit.
Selling your shit for drugs.
Typical. I have to keep my cocaine in. Sorry, stream. No, I'm not. I don't do cocaine.
Alright.
Bro,
The
that was
general gist of the last time we played is you guys fought a very scary Shadow Man. And you fixed the engines.
Made him our bitch.
You guys also saw a vision after you killed Scary Shadow Man of another Scary Shadow Man on the shard of, forget the name of this fucking god's name, Tharos.
That was true.
Did you say Thoros? Sorry.
You hear the narrator say your god's name. That's pretty much it though. You guys fought Shadow Man, you saw other Shadow Man on the shard of Tharos, and then you guys fixed the engines. You guys are still in the engine room after just finishing fix the engine. You heard them kick back into gear. You felt the entire shard that you were standing on kind of like pulse in a way. There's a stronger levitation happening on the shard that you guys are on now. It's not falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
Well, job well done, boys. Thanks for all the help. Legitimately, actually, not sarcastically. I didn't know the wizard was so good with the arcane, even though I should have known that. Are we fucked up right now? I feel like we're a little fucked up now. Did we take a... I guess technically we leveled up, but when you level
Yes,
up,
you
it
did.
reset your fucking points, doesn't it?
Yes.
Did we level up?
Yes.
Yeah, you should be level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I only lost like 5 HP, I think, the whole fight.
Wait a second, I never got my new level 3
Oops.
spells. Shit, you know what that means, right?
Fireball's banned. Just kidding.
No, it's not.
So...
No, Cameron. Rewinding time is banned. How about that?
Oh, I'm bringing that boss
Oh, it's
No.
rewind time.
No, the fuck you weren't.
Hey,
back. I'm bringing that boss back.
so you talking about the clown?
No.
I got you. Don't. Yeah. You bring.
Sam, you don't know about that boss. You
bring
don't know
him-
about Justice.
Brother, you bring Justice back. I'm bringing back the my fucking Madden clown.
I'm okay
Y'all are
with
gonna
that
wreck
guy's
with
one.
fire.
How are we feeling in terms of tiredness?
Pretty good.
Out. Well, you guys have been in these mines for about 9-ish hours.
Oh yeah.
And it would be roughly a 9-ish hour journey back with no interruptions.
Should we just spend the night here?
That is a good idea. At least think about it this way. we only need to watch over one. Well, technically, I don't think anything else will get through this since it's repaired. The other 2 ways were closed entries, so we just need to do basically watch runs on the one door.
With my weapon, we actually don't have to worry about that. If there's enemies nearby, it'll wake us up. We can just all sleep.
So it's perfect. If so, we're all in agreement of a long rest in here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess you would check on Sister Ellen because she was like unconscious, wasn't she?
I don't remember.
Yeah, she's still unconscious. She's breathing, but still unconscious.
Wake
I'll
up!
set up a tent and give her his bedroll.
All right.
I'm going to work on something during my long rest. Or for my half of my long rest. I'm going to just do some work on my mech.
Is there anyone keeping watch, or are you guys just?
He said we
No,
don't
no,
have
no,
to,
no.
technically.
Sort of warning wakes us up if. Let me see.
It will wake you up.
I guess technically I'll be awake though, so while I work on my thing.
And any of your can't be surprised and Watkins, you and your companions within range if any of you are naturally sleeping. So it's me and and our companions.
Okay.
Everybody. Within 30 feet.
Okay, so I'll just like stay by the door and work on my thing then.
I mean,
Have you told us that? Like
He just
in
did.
character? Oh, he did. Okay, my bad. I wasn't sure if it was.
I was explaining through him. My bad.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm gonna help
Okay.
Kagane with repairing and working on his mech as much as I can.
Okay. So we're gonna take a long rest. And
Are there any
whenever
dead bodies in here?
Oh, don't take that long rest yet.
Yeah.
Hey,
didn't make a
Cameron.
difference, so we'll just metaphorically say I did do it.
Cameron.
I did not give you guys the go ahead yet.
I'll also help with taking first watch as I am an elf, and I only need like 4 hours.
That's true. You only need like 4 hours of full sleep.
I'm a high elf, don't you remember?
Oh, she's high.
I'm a
I can
high
get twice
elf.
as high.
Hey, yo,
Oh my god, he's high as shit, man.
Cameron.
Hmm.
Is there any dead bodies in here?
In here?
Yes.
No.
Damn.
Gotta keep the engines clean, man.
The mech must consume.
So yeah, I guess technically I'm not really watching anything. I'm just working with my tools.
Cameron, just for your sake too, my mimic has to eat at least once every 10 days. Or else it just fucking dies.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the mole sleeping underground, kind of at the entrance, kind of sensing with tremor sense, alongside the ability that Haas has.
Okay.
Cithra would be sketching out the ruins in her book and making notes about the fight and things.
Oh my god, everything's lagging.
And then sometime through the night, my druidic powers will awaken, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to sleep, so I'll wait.
You just fucking die. Get captured by goblins or something. Kobolds.
Hey, 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 don't you talk nasty about kobolds.
I didn't say nasty things. Kobolds do that though.
That is true.
Yeah, that's
That is true. I agree.
Start fucking talking.
Boss is a very open-minded guy. I mean, kobolds do steal people.
I'm waiting for the server to stop lagging.
50 billion acolytes show up.
We're all just like chilling pig and bros was at like 500.
This is Pat's fault.
Sorry. When and if we do get to sleep, I want to wrap myself up into my trench coat. Because I like this trench coat. It's my trench coat. And I feel like it can do more. Oh, hello, dog.
Ooh, excuse me.
Right, who's awake?
All of us at the moment.
Yeah.
Or at least me and Hagane.
I know the Cithril is going to be up for the first.
Yes.
I will be up through the whole night, pretty much.
You don't sleep?
I do,
you
but I'm
able to do
working
that?
on. Yes. I'm basically.
Without taking exhaustion?
I'll probably. I mean, it doesn't say anything, but you can give me a level of exhaustion. Like that would be
If
fair.
you don't sleep once every 24 hours, you gain exhaustion.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can,
Basically, if you skip a long rest, you'll gain a level for until the next long
It-
rest.
It'll
Is
fuck
it-
you up.
Is the thing you're using something that says like after a long rest, you're tinkering during a rest? Because it could be the off hours, like the 2 hours of the 8
True.
that you don't need to sleep in.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna do. Is for the 2 hours that I have you have 2 hours of downtime and then 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep is what it's supposed to be.
Okay,
for
so
8 hours.
So at the end of a long rest, you can at the end of a long rest. So I guess I can sleep.
So just either when you wake up or before you go to bed, for the 2 hours of downtime, you're gonna leisurely work on your mech, basically.
Yeah, I'm doing that before I go
Perform
to sleep.
repairs, that type of stuff.
Does it specifically say after a long rest?
It just says at the end of the long rest, it'll basically be at completion, if I have the tools with me, which I do.
I'm assuming it's the first 2 hours when you wake up
Yes.
in the morning.
That
Probably weird wording, not acknowledging the 2 hours of downtime.
It's
that you
right here.
work with, right?
At least 8 hours long, during which a character sleeps for at least 6 hours and performs no more than 2 hours of light activity such as reading, talking, eating, or standing watch. If the rest is interrupted by strenuous activity, at least an hour of walking, fighting, casting spells, or other adventurous activity, the character must begin the rest again to gain any benefit. So it doesn't really say where the 2 hours is, as long as you have 6 hours
Well,
of uninterrupted
his
sleep.
does. His specifically says at the end of his long rest.
Okay, so that's just for the normal long rest. If he has something affecting it, then yeah, I can't really say for that.
So either way, you get the deal. At the end of the long rest, I'll have a new thing.
All right.
And I'm going to actually just do 2 hours of stuff and then sleep because I forgot I am exhausted. I forgot I drank some Cobalt Cola.
All right. So who is using the first half of this long rest for downtime?
Me.
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing whatever Haganate is doing. So whenever he goes,
So probably that's
So
the
it's
end.
something about like 2 hours, 2 hours in the long rest where we won't have him be watching.
yep. Basically, it just breaks down to you have some time for light activity and then you have to sleep. So you can do a small activity like craft a quick item or like read a book, that type thing. Research
Okay.
before bed. You
So
just
those
can't
2 hours.
adventure.
Those 2 hours are going to pass. Nothing from your sort of warning. So who is sleeping? Who's opting for exhaustion? Who's staying awake because they can?
I'm sleeping until the last 2 hours. Then I'm gonna work on my thing.
And then I guess Sephiroth will be up for 4 hours at the beginning of the long rest, which leads, 2 hours of no one watching anything? Right?
I'm gonna sleep for. I'll be like in the middle. Like I figure we would be able to work it out logically, especially because we have more than 4 people,
Yeah.
unless we're excluding the other dude. But I'm assuming he's still with us in the party here. But I'd probably be in the
Yeah, he's
middle.
just not
I'd
on
probably
board right now.
like I'll sleep for the first 4, and then we're be awake for 2, and then sleep for another 2. Like a caveman would sleep.
Okay. So, Stithril, I need you to make a perception check.
Yay.
And technically, I need one more thing to make a perception check. Pebble your mole.
Okay, fuck. I let me pull him up real quick. I just gotta type in 4 letters here, and I'll find them.
We're about to get fucked.
I got a 10 on my roll, but my passive perception is 15.
Okay, perception check.
Come on, Mr. Mole.
Cameron, if it affects anything, I do have the alert feat. I don't know if sleeping counts as incapacitated, though.
It's not. No.
But don't worry, this sword will help with that. We can't be surprised as long as 30 feet. We might like get effed up, but we can't be, at least we can't get a surprise round on us.
He has a +2, so he also got a 10.
Okay, so 2 10s.
And he doesn't see sight. He only senses like movements within 30 feet. Because he's on the ground.
Would you say he's 30 feet away from us then? From like,
Where is
my
he?
sword is?
He's right at the entrance. Like he's like dug right under here.
Okay. He's not gonna notice anything.
Oh.
Where are we positioned, everybody? Is this what we're gonna be looking like, or are we all gonna be in the campsite?
Cithral's where a Cithril is.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah, faces with Hagenai.
I guess Haas would be kind of outside the tent, like sleeping at the entrance. The tent would be like being in.
Like, probably when
Oh,
I
shit,
do
I didn't
sleep,
know we
I'm
lit on the
sleeping at the base of my mech. Like, I'm not too worried about that.
Citral, you don't notice anything either. At least not immediately. Pebble, are you awake?
Depends what time of the night it is. I'm 3rd watch, so like after 4 hours.
It's this first watch still, so you're sleeping?
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
Okay. So, Cithril, while you're... I'm not necessarily sure if you're keeping watch, but while you're jotting down in your journal, you look over at Pebble, you notice a really strange, like, rumbling from the earth coming from beneath him.
Sorry.
Fucking bullet. Shit.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck.
do it. Yeah.
Can't believe you've done this.
Bro got excited.
Talk about it.
And it fades away. It comes back 30 seconds later. And from out of the ground,
Okay.
right next to Pebble,
It's an
comes a fucking Umber Hulk.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
that
fuck,
bitch
I'm
isn't.
hurt.
He's right next to you, Pebble.
Okay. Do I?
You definitely wake up.
Okay.
Everyone else, I don't think Haas's sword, no, it's out of Haas's range. So everyone else is going to need to make a perception check to see whether or not they hear this in their sleep.
Sounds good.
Wouldn't that just be a passive perception then?
Oh, there we go. 22.
I looked at your passive perceptions. They weren't high enough. So we're going to do a passive roll. We're going to do a
brother. I wrote a preferred pass if I rolled an 8.
Okay. Haas, you notice it. You jump right up. Hagane and Face are the deepest sleepers ever. And
All
they
three
sleep
of us
through
were just clocked out.
Pebble, you are 100% awake. And looking over to your right, you see the fucking gaping maw of this Umber Hulk just staring down at you.
Does he look angry?
Oh yeah, he's pissed. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Someone wake us
staring
up.
the Umber Hulk down the maw and goes, "Is it angry?"
So we didn't get any healing back or any slots or anything yet?
Nope,
Okay.
nothing.
120.
Oh, fuck.
Did I get my level 3 spell slot since I leveled up, though?
Do I still even roll initiative?
Okay.
Yeah, check your spell list. Make sure you can see if you can activate any more spells or not yet.
I used all my spell slots, so I get nothing.
And when you level up, I know certain characters can only switch out their spells in a level up, and you can only switch one. I know Wizards is one of those.
Paladins can.
But wizards every morning can choose their spells, I'm pretty sure, right? Like druids.
There's a certain amount they can prepare, I believe.
They can prepare like their list of 10 spells for the day, something like that. I know I can do that.
You do see one thing poking out of the hole that this Umber Hulk created right behind him. He was getting chased by a giant spider.
Oh.
Okay.
Are we just in the
He
Baldur's
can't, he
Gate
can't
well?
get any fucking smaller.
Yeah. Are you able to make if you make the map bigger? We could.
I say, why don't we just?
Oh
enlarge
no,
the
it's
map?
the server. The server's fucking breaking. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it is actually him. I can make the map bigger.
Oh,
He
the
does
characters. Cameron, the characters.
Bigger, make it
survived.
bigger.
We can just enlarge everybody at the same time if we
Yep.
want. Oh,
This-
Make yourself bigger. Go back to where
There's
you
a-
were.
I can't. There we go.
Beggar.
So, out of the hole, right
now.
next to him,
You're like over here.
comes out a
wait.
giant spider.
I was
A
looking at the
little
wrong thing.
giant
I'm sorry.
spider. Oh shit.
I was up here.
Does it look like a giant wolf jump? Okay, sorry. Giant wolf jump.
Oh, you might. You might.
AC 1/4. Challenge rating, I mean. Okay, sorry.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and start combat. The person at top of initiative is sleeping. So I'm
Does
gonna
it?
have you make another perception check, but it's gonna use
Okay.
your action. It is you, Pat.
Damn.
What?
Now. Okay, I want to make sure I was muted. Cameron, am I making one perception check, or am I doing the 3 at disadvantage?
That's up to you. Whatever you
I'm
think's
gonna-
gonna give you the.
I'll do
That's
the
nope.
3 at disadvantage,
Okay.
because I'm sleeping and I have 3 characters. I don't know. I know it's not gonna help. Okay, that's the first roll. So a 2, a 4, and an 8. Plus 1. So 3, a 5, and a 9. So I don't think I'm getting anything.
Yeah, no, you're asleep. Also, that's
Would
not,
I have?
that's not
Oh,
3.
sorry.
That's not 3 disadvantage rolls. That's 2 rolls with triple disadvantage.
No, that's I'm rolling for each kobold on each of them. So face, arms,
okay.
legs, 4, 2, 16, and then face, arms, legs, 9, 16, 8. So I took the 4, the 2, and the 8 because those are the 3 lowest for each of them. I know it looks weird. I promise I got it.
Yeah,
I'll-
yeah,
I'll-
you're sleeping. You're sleeping,
Yeah,
mofo.
I'm just a sleeping dog.
I will say, would I have been able to, like, when I was woken up by this giant rumbling monster, to make any noise? Like before the combat initiated? If not, if we're past that, that's fine. I was just wondering. Just figured
That's-
it might-
Fair, did the
Well, I'm gonna
make any
tell you what
noise?
his action is going to be. Is
Okay, for
he's gonna bite the fuck out of you on his action if he's not stopped before. So he's currently moving towards you. So you don't really have too much time before this starts.
For sure.
But that is gonna bring us to Sith roll since Face is a sleeping baby.
Hongshu.
Okay.
Hongshu.
I'm gonna use Fireball, but it's actually going to be a necrotic Fireball with my spell secrets, and I'm going to change the saving throw to an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
That's gonna be a DC 16.
That'll wake people up.
All right.
That's true. A
The
big ball of necrotic fire.
Hulk fails. The spider definitely fails.
Oh, it's a tiny spider. It's like an elephant being afraid of a mouse.
35 necrotic.
That's a really good roll. Jesus, holy shit.
And I can't use that ability again until a short or long rest.
That was 3 6s, a 5, and 2 4s.
Good lord!
The
Kabam!
spider is eviscerated.
Nice.
Hmm.
Saw a spider and really just
And-
like, killed it with fire.
The Umber Hulk took a little bit of damage, but that wakes everyone else up. Fucking fireball going crazy, that definitely wakes everyone up.
And I'm gonna back up a bit. There. Right near the altar.
Alright.
That's my turn.
That brings us to Hagane. Now
Okay.
awake.
I'm going to do, because it's a free action, I'm going to hop into my mech. I become bigger. Going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Go here. I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I'm going to cast Frostbite and just shoot ice out of my arm
I'm pretty sure I'm right here.
at the Hobgoblin or whatever you said it was.
The Umber Hulk.
Oh, Umber Hulk.
Sorry.
You cause a numbing frost to
I
form
cast
on one
Umber
creature
on.
you can see within range. The target must make a con saving throw, a con 14.
Alright. That is a 15.
He passes. As a bonus action, I'm going to hop 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. So 5, 10, 15. I'll stand right here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Pebble.
What in the hell?
And as I wake up, I kind of wake up in surprise, and a new kind of power awakens, and I unknowingly summon beneath me, and you see me now rise 15 feet in the air. I summon a 5 by 5 foot stone obelisk that rises in the 6 seconds, and I'm now right here, but 15 feet up. And the
Okay.
stone obelisk is kind of cracked and shifting slightly. And you notice that around the enemy, there's some tremors beneath. And there's an aura alongside this. It only affects hostile creatures, but just to draw the aura out. Oh, shit. 10 foot radius. And that is a bonus action. And then I will, kind of being all stunned, waking up, I rub my eyes for a second. And I'm going to go to chuck I'm going to do stone throw. I'm basically going to grab a chunk of the obelisk and toss it at the Umber Hulk.
Okay.
And that'll be at 16.
That will not hit.
Fuck! Alright, that is my turn.
Alright, so that brings us to Haas.
Holy shit! And he's just gonna like start running. You know what he's gonna do? He's actually gonna grab a javelin. He's gonna actually no, we'll start running first.
Also, real quick, I do need to draw something. That's the hole he came out of.
And then he'll throw a javelin at the guy.
Alright.
No, 10.
No, that misses.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
that is it.
So the Umber Hulk's plans have been foiled. He went to go bite you, and now he's looking at stone. So he's gonna turn to the next target.
On his turn,
going-
he'll have to, on the start of his turn. I'm sorry, it happens at the start for the obelisk. I don't know if you got to read it and if you want to change anything, but he'll have to make a strength save.
Okay.
Being in the aura, tremors start to shake at his feet.
Let's see. Oh shit, that's a 7.
Okay. Why can't I not find it now? Okay, obelisks. Okay, quaking obelisk. So he fails to save. So he takes damage equal to my proficiency. So he takes 3 magical bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then he is knocked prone,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right.
And he also has, in this area, has half movement speed.
Okay. He is going to stand back up. He's going to attempt to grapple you, Hagane.
Okay.
I need you to make a contested either athletics or acrobatics check against his athletics.
Okay. I did not do that good. I don't think that one's
Right.
counting that. Right? Do they?
He rolled an 11. And no, that one's not going to do anything. He is going to grab you.
So I'm now grappled.
Yes. How does... You know what? He's gonna burrow 10 feet into the ground.
Okay.
Lack of
While he's
opportunity.
holding on to you.
Oh, I can't. Never mind. I'm on an obelisk. Never mind.
So, he has pulled you 10 feet underground, and there is now a hole where he is currently standing.
Oh my god, wait. Let me drop, boys.
So, I'm like under the dirt, or is I'm in a hole?
Oh, you're in the hole with him. He's holding on to you.
Okay,
He's
just
had
making
you
sure
wrapped
I can
in it.
breathe or not.
You can breathe.
Okay. Damn, he
But
took
he-
a whole ass
he's
fucking
pulling
mech
you
and he's
underground.
fucking pulling me down. Okay. I have no reactions.
And with his bonus action,
Okay.
he's going to stare into your soul. I need you, Hagane, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I just close my eyes, man? Wisdom saving throw.
It's too late. Too late for this round.
He's somehow grappling your eyelids. He's like,
Oh, that 20.
Okay.
Pinches his eyelids open.
All right. You're good. You actually didn't feel like any overwhelming effect.
I
but you
closed
know
my
that
eyes.
Something from his stare is might cause you to go insane.
I'm feeling a
You
little
close your
crazy. No. I would just say that's my nat 20 on a save roll. I closed my eyes.
Okay. And that will be his turn. That brings us back up to the top with face up, being up, and you were awake.
Good morning, Starshine.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
Flomp.
Alrighty, well, I'm pissed.
You look around and see your
15,
besties getting
20,
fucked up, being
25,
dragged to the ground.
30, 35.
Your other besties in the air on an obelisk.
Yeah, I woke up to some tomfuckery here.
That's what
And
they call
then
me.
Where'd it go? I'm gonna use the lashing tongue with my mimic. He's gonna transform into his mimic form and lash out his tongue 15 feet. And let me roll.
Does this require you to be able to
Plus one.
see the creature that you are attacking, because he is currently 10 feet underground?
It doesn't say so.
I got you.
Lashing out.
Okay, so you're thinking about this Umber Hulk's ass, and you're gonna make him lick it.
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of like poke his tongue into the hole and go
Okay.
from there. And that'll be a +1 to hit. Nah, 10 to hit. That'll miss.
That'll miss.
Yeah.
You guys better figure this out when your friends is getting kidnapped by a fucking giant Hulk.
Yeah. If I stand on my tippy toes, can I see him?
You could see his butt. Yeah.
That works. I'm gonna use my bonus action. Take 1d4 necrotic damage as I get bitten by my own mimic, and I'm gonna put my fucking blood curse of bloated agony on the Umber Hulk, who is going to start swelling as he's down in this hole.
Okay.
I'm gonna start ballooning.
Hagane, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As he starts to bloat, it takes up more space in the hole.
I got a 10.
There's less and less space for you.
Hey, he's in a mech.
Yeah, the mech's gonna take a little bit of damage. The mech's gonna take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm just getting fucked
Just from
up, bro.
The crushing into the wall.
All right, I'm good on health. Thank God I'm good on
But
health.
the Umber Hulk also takes damage, right?
He will if he makes more than one attack in his next turn. Or,
Okay.
I mean, if swelling into a hole does anything to him as it's doing to Hagane.
Depends on what his armor is made out of, because I'm pretty sure Umber Hulks have some fucking, like, metal armor or something like that.
Chitin? Chitinous, probably?
Let me
They're like
look.
bug guys. It's like a scarab beetle shell, maybe? Which would be natural armor.
And
I think it's natural, but they have like it's made out of a very specific thing. I don't remember where the fuck this is.
he also has strength and dex disadvantage on checks.
Okay.
And that will be it.
Covered in chitinous armored plates, tougher than steel. So he's pretty much wearing, like,
It's bug armor.
a-
It's
he's wearing amazingly strong steel armor.
yeah, bro's basically got a crab shell.
Okay. Anything else, Pat?
No, that's it.
All right, Sithril, you're up.
Well, you know what they say, right?
No.
Not at all.
Fireball.
I'm gonna fireball him again.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
16
No.
dex check.
Nah, dude, don't worry. You're underneath the Umber Hulk. He's covering you. It's like a Wolverine in the well surviving a nuke.
So you're
There's
like
a
tossing
failure.
it in the hole?
Firing it at the Umber Hulk.
They're trying to fucking kill me.
Fire in the
I
hole!
think you're just barely out of range. Me.
Okay.
But the person who's in the hole is not.
I'm assuming I'm like right here and not right here, right? Like that close. If he's got me, I'm not here, right? Oh, that's face. I'm stupid. Where am I?
You are in his
Okay,
maw.
I'm just making sure. Like,
In the hole.
oh, okay,
In the
I see.
hole
Yeah.
with him.
Oh, I literally am. Holy shit.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
Ah, okay, I have.
Dexy.
Well, I have reactions. Give me a second. Let me get my shit together here. Dex saving. throw.
Fireball deflects, man.
If I was a monk. Okay, I'm going to react with lucky footwork. You can use a reaction to roll a d4 and add it to the save. Fuck. I got a 9.
Okay. Oh, the Umber Hulk also failed. So you're taking the full brunt of the damage, and so is the Umber Hulk.
Jesus Christ.
28 fire damage.
Jesus Christ!
Sorry, Hagane.
Oh my
But Cameron,
god.
Does he take the full brunt of the damage because
You're
he's
muted,
being
by the way.
This guy gets beaten every
Squished
fight. Just
by
absolutely
the
destroyed.
fucking... Is the Umber
Fire in the
Hulk
hole.
blocking any of the damage though? That's what I want to know.
His butt's on fire.
So I'm just being burned in a hole in my mech. I'm being cooked like a fucking
Like-
pot.
You're
Lights
inhaling
suck.
And you're
smoke
being,
now, too.
and you're
We
being
got a
crushed up
hole.
against the wall.
I am inhaling smoke. I'm being crushed.
We got
Dude.
a Hagane right here. And
Ooh, this
an
sounds good.
Umber
Roasted rabbit.
here.
Never had rabbit before.
At least you can see a little better now that he's on fire.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
It's
you
not
know
dark
where
in
you're
there
going
anymore.
now.
You know, nothing's
You
wrong.
probably have dark vision.
Everything's okay. Everything's fine.
Sithril, anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say that you probably didn't see him go in. I just want to say because the angle she's at, she probably didn't see Hagane go into the fucking hole. So, but yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Hagane, you're up. After being
Okay.
blasted by a fireball and grabbed by a giant Hulk.
So I'm assuming that I didn't get to work on my mech because this guy interrupted before I got to do that, right?
Yeah, no, you did not.
Okay, so on that note, since my guy can cast my spells, I'm going to... I know what I'm going to do. My mech's just going to look at its hands, and you're just going to, like, see it grow, and I'm going to cast Enlarge. So I'm going from regular size to large now. And I'm guessing you just sort of see the dirt or whatever poke out, just me poking out from it.
I don't know how to handle this because this is
I'm just saying, his hands are they're wrapping around something bigger now. I'm getting hard.
What?
Wrapping around
this is a 10-foot hole,
Firmly grasp it.
and now there's 2 10-foot men in there.
Do I go down or do I go up?
Well, he was holding you at the bottom of the hole.
Do I break his grip in any way?
Are you attempting to break his grapple?
Is that a full action? Because I don't think I'd be able to.
It will eat your action, yes.
Well, I just casted a spell, so I don't think I can.
Well, I think you can do it as just part of the enlarge
Okay,
spell
my first
in this case.
Okay. So yes, I'm attempting
Because I would assume
that.
you're casting a large to do something with it.
Yeah, I was gonna wait my turn if I had to. I wasn't sure, but yes, I'm doing that.
Don't forget you have
Evil roll
advantage on
athletics.
strength.
Okay.
Cameron, he will have disadvantage. The Umber Hulk,
Why does he have disadvantage?
because of my bloated agony, it gives him disadvantage on strength and
So-
all strength checks.
Also, I do then. Did I get hit with that
checks,
too?
okay.
Let me is it checks or saves? Now I'm confused.
Also, I'm not sure if enlarge gives him advantage on that strength check because now they're the same size.
Enlarge just gives advantage on
in
strength
general.
in general.
Oh, okay.
If you enlarge, you get advantage on strength. If you reduce, you get disadvantage on strength. Just part of the spell.
Okay. He rolled a 17.
Wait, what are we rolling for? Oh, the grapple, right? Okay.
Yep. Contested,
Fuck!
acrobatics,
11.
check. You are still grappled, unfortunately, sir.
I can breathe a little bit better. I'm not so encased. Okay.
You breathe in, and then the smoke gets in your lungs.
That's fine. There's got to be a filter. Let me see. If I don't think there's anything else I could do. Not even a bonus action. That'll be my turn.
All right, Pebble, you're up.
Would I be able to do my speak with animals as I jump down and like yell at this fucker and do my other shit?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to basically threaten him and say,
You wanted me first, come get me. You dig bad holes.
and I'm gonna jump down, and as I'm jumping, I'm gonna cast another stone throw, like, or basically right before I jump, I'm gonna throw a stone at him and then jump down.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get his attention, basically distract him.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right. Fuck! It was almost a fucking 21. That'll
Alright.
miss.
That's gonna miss. And you said you were casting Speak with Animals?
Yeah, I was asking if I'd be able to do that, like,
Yeah,
while, like, jumping down.
Without even looking at you, he says, "I eat friend." And
Damn.
he's just gonna continue to try to move.
I taste better.
Rock.
Inside is sweet, sweet
Got
crystal.
you there, dude.
Like candy. Fuck you. And he just turns around.
Well, now I'm mounted on him, I guess. I'm just laying on his back.
More
That's all I
pressure
can
on
do,
top
I
of me.
can't-
I can't. Wait! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have
Oh,
yelled.
you got your feet.
So, well, no, I don't want to activate that. But as a bonus action, I can reposition the obelisk. Okay. Can I reposition
know where
it
you're
under
going.
him?
Oh fuck yeah.
Under both of them to push them back up to try to get because it's 15 feet tall, so it'll maybe push us all up to be 5 foot above the ground. I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
He's doing his damnedest
So-
to save me right now.
Let's. Okay, so this is gonna look weird.
It's like a push pop. Okay,
I'm
so-
Still
assuming
meeting human push
you're moving
That's
it like
cursed.
here.
yeah, as soon as I jump down to get my bearings, I'm like, wait, I
Okay.
can do this.
So you move this pillar up, but the space that's 10 feet below the ground is now 10 feet below the top of the pillar. So there's still, you guys are still in a hole, but you're technically 5 feet higher.
But you said that you dug 10 feet down.
Yes, he dug 10 feet down, and that 10 feet, because it raises the ground 15 feet, right?
Oh, because he's a large creature. Because the dimensions are different. Yes, it's 15 feet tall.
Yeah, because the ground is technically 10 feet lower at that point, it's still going to raise 15 feet, but not 15 feet with the rest of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it will raise 15 feet, but there's still a 10-foot hole.
You're just gonna hear Hagane fucking
up at-
moan while
up
being
at the top.
gripped, bro. He's just gonna be like, I'm literally between a rock and a hard place. This is not fucking good.
So just to clarify, so there's kind of like a crevice. It's poking out in the middle, raising everybody, or is it? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the picture.
Lowering you guys. So there's a 10-foot hole in the middle of your pillar that is 10
Oh.
feet lower than the rest of the pillar.
Okay, because my pillar is only 5 feet wide, 5 foot by 5 by 5 feet.
5 by 5 feet?
Yeah.
I thought you said 15 feet. Okay.
Oh no, it's 15 feet tall. No, I think that would be a little too
It's
crazy.
a 15
for
foot
a
tall,
bonus.
5 foot wide.
Yes,
pillar.
basically a rectangular pillar that's 5 feet by 5 feet
Oh.
wide, 15 tall. Try to push pop him up, like in the middle of his large space. Trying
Is
to
there
use the
like
5 feet.
Is there like a velocity on that thing? How quickly does that happen?
Well, it happens over 6 seconds, I would imagine, right? Like, I don't think it's crazy. I don't want it to be any crazy propelling device, like, unless you're cool with that. But,
I'm trying to figure out how this would work because that hole is very tightly fucking packed.
yeah, it's basically that. It's push popping everybody up. If we're
So if you have a 10 foot.
Yeah, so it's going to raise up 5 feet above the ground, and there's still parts of the hole around it. So there's like a 5-foot gap between the edge of the hole and this push pop that's just like pushing everyone out of the hole. So there's this little micro hole now in between this pillar that's now in the middle of what was once a 10-foot hole is now a 5-foot hole with a 5-foot pillar in the middle of it that's 5 feet above the ground.
and oh fuck yeah, it's crazy. And they're balancing on this, so it's a small space for these two fuckers. And I'm on top of both of them, so
I'm probably being dragged
going
over the
on.
side. I already fucking know something's fucking me.
you're
Is
crushed.
Speak with Animals still active?
It should be, yeah. It's like a 10-minute
Okay.
thing.
He's gonna look at you and say, "Fuck you."
Crystal tastes good. Try.
This is fucked.
Next turn.
Sorry, yeah, that's it.
No, you're good. That brings us to Haas.
Hey, so he's jumping in the hole.
There is no hole anymore.
Oh man.
Well, there's a
Oh,
hole.
no.
There's a hole, but they're on a pillar now that's in the middle of the hole.
This graphic.
There's a 5-foot pillar that's 5 foot above the ground that's surrounded by like 2.5 to 3 feet of just empty space now. And they're like bouncing on this 5-foot pillar, kind of like they're like fighting like fucking Anakin and Obi-Wan.
It's
They
over,
were
Anakin.
fighting on the droids.
Is there any way I could destroy the pillar so they fall?
Is
What
that
the
really
fuck?
What the
possible?
fuck is happening?
You can try. Do you have anything
will
that's capable of
try.
flipping the pillar?
He's gonna smack the pillar.
Well,
His great sword.
remember this, that pillar falls into a 10-foot hole.
Exactly.
Okay.
Anything's possible.
Now I need to make a
Very
monster
well,
sheet
yeah.
for the pillar because I don't know the stats on it.
Make a strength check, I guess?
Alright. Does athletics work?
Yeah, athletics is fine.
And it's a magical stone pillar.
Yeah, not 20, baby! Fuck!
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah. You just friggin' you just like, you shoulder slams the pillar.
With his
So-
great sword.
No,
the
I guess
pillar
his
that
shoulder.
was the pillar that was just made is now crumpled into dust. And they fall
Dust.
right back down into the hole. And
just
now
look at charging.
the Umber Hulk's ass is sticking out. Meat's riding his back.
I'm being
and
crushed now,
Hagene's
probably.
Hagene's still getting crushed at the bottom of this hole.
He's gonna yell, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
What the fuck I tried to bring?
Doesn't he
I
get
tried
fall
to
damage too?
He is gonna take 1d6 of bludgeoning damage from falling, and so are you, Hagane.
Yeah!
Hagane is genuinely thinking a betrayal is happening right now.
Yeah, 2 of our party members have been going for
Alright,
Hagane.
Hagane and the Umber Hulk
Jesus.
both take 4 points
In
of
my
bludgeoning
defense,
Yeah.
I just woke up.
Um,
All I saw was an Umber Hulk in a hole.
so this puts me in an even more fucked situation because now my mech, I'm being demeched. So it's going to go 5 feet behind me no matter what, and I'm going to probably fall. No, like,
Well, you're already at the bottom of the hole.
so yeah, I'm just in a mangled fucking pile, I guess.
But you're not grappled anymore.
That is
There
true.
you go, you're
That is
welcome.
true.
Punch him.
See?
Punch
You
him.
see? That was all part of Haas's plan, okay?
You are
Buried
technically
under
free
15 feet of rubble, but you're not grappled.
Let's real
Anything
quick.
else,
If it got
Noah?
crushed to dust, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting. I'm sorry.
now. You're good.
He's trying to
It's filled
save
about
me.
here. We're 10 feet deep. We're 10 feet deep now, right? Because it's filled up with stone.
Yes.
Did it turn into dust or did it turn into rubble? I'm trying to
Oh,
help us here.
it got
It's the
fucking
grain
disgusting.
size.
There's a little
Jesus.
bit of there's a little bit of like stone shards, but it pretty much got dusted. Hagane, when you look at the back of your mech, there's just like a bunch of little like stone shards just like sticking out of the back.
Jesus.
Anything else, Haas?
No.
Yeah, it's anything fucking else as I'm dying at the bottom of the hole.
Alright, the Umber Hulk is up. What kind of vision does he have?
Well, he's stuck in the hole. with his
Alright,
butt sticking out.
he's going to attempt to grapple the rat. Well, bunny.
I was like,
Not-
what?
Not a rat in this campaign. Not a rat in this campaign. He's going to attempt to grapple you. What was enlarged? Was it you or your mech? Or
Oh,
both?
my mech.
Okay.
So.
Okay. That's a 19.
Great! Life's good, dude. Life's so fucking good.
Listen, I'm gonna
Alright,
keep.
Hagane, you are grappled.
Listen, we're gonna keep this meme alive where Hagane just gets fucked up every combat. Everyone.
Hagane, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Unless your eyes are still closed.
I mean, they could have been, but I rolled it, so who fucking cares?
Alright. So, you now cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn. And on your next turn, you're going to roll a d8 to determine what you do.
6, so basically get rid of the one way I can get out. Okay.
Yeah.
We're locked in.
And
I'm locked.
he's going to... You're going to notice, Pebble, he's going to burrow 10 feet to the left.
All right.
As you are still on his back. And now, if you look directly down into the hole, Haas, you'd be able to see this. The only thing you can see from that Umber Hulk right now is Pebble on its back and its ass barely sticking out of this left side over here on that hole. Okay, brings us back up to the top. Face, you're up.
I don't even know what to do at this point.
So Pebble's in the hole. Hagene's grappled. His mech is in shambles. The Hulk's ass is barely sticking out, and he's moving to the left, burrowed with 2 of your friends.
I cast Fireball.
Are you fucking
Do you have
kidding
fireball?
me?
No, I don't. I'm gonna jump in the hole. I need to get within melee range.
Okay. You're
Jump
now
on
in
top
melee
of
range.
Pebble.
Cool. I'm slapping them. Cool, that's a nat 1 with my Morning Star, which is also a mimic.
Roll another d20.
No,
Yes.
a nat 20.
Okay, roll your attack roll again.
18?
That's gonna hit.
Yeah. For 4 damage.
Nice. You smack him right on the ass. You almost
6
got Pebble.
No, 5 damage, I'm sorry.
almost got
That's supposed to be have another +1.
Okay. You almost got
my-
Pebble. Pebble, you saw that Morning Star just come right over your shoulder, but it redirected, it hit the Umber Hulk right in the ass.
Sick. Second attack. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Max damage, 12.
Alright. He's looking
I'm supposed
pretty
to have
fucking
another
hurt right now.
+1 to these damage rolls. It's just not applying with the fucking dueling feat.
It's looking pretty hurt right now. Is Speak with Animals still active?
Yeah.
You see him look back at Face, and he says, "Fuck you" to Face.
Damn, he's an angry guy.
And then he says, "Eat rabbit."
I don't know if I can react and say something, but I would if I.
Yeah, you
if
can.
I...
You can do it for free.
Crystal, sugar crystal over here. He's
Patty,
trying to think
anything
if a world's
No,
even like
that's-
sugar.
That's
Okay.
it.
Alright. Sith roll, you're up.
Oh god. Don't play golf with a fireball.
Just play golf with a fireball.
25, 30. Alright, am I able to see into the hole?
Not from there.
Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
Okay. Do you need to be able to see your target?
Passed now.
Verbal and somatic. What's somatic mean?
Your voice.
Yeah, it's like hand motions. But
That's
does
how
it,
you cast
does
it.
Magic Missile say that you need to know or see your target that you're aiming these missiles at?
Oh, yep. Fuck. Well.
Yeah, most your spells
He's
need
like-
to see him.
Use like Mage Hand, tickle his ass or something.
Where is the hole?
Mage hand to put a
It
finger up his
is
bum.
right here, and I
Right
think I know what
there.
you're about to do.
I'll be right back.
Well, yeah. I think I was gonna miss a step, then you were wrong. 'Cause I do not have, I didn't get any of my spell slots back because we didn't have a long rest. So. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Alright. Hagane, you're up. You're currently grappled.
I gotta roll D8 or something, you said?
Yep, you gotta roll a d8 to see what you're doing.
Seven.
Okay. You get to make an attack roll with whatever weapon you are currently holding.
Does that include spells or no?
Nope, a melee attack.
Okay. So.
Punch him.
I guess. Yeah. Well, I have my hammer. Okay. I'll make an attack roll with my hammer,
Alright.
and I miss.
Yes, you have missed.
Oh, damn! So I'm not
And it
even
also
able to try to grapple.
says it also you use all your movement to move in a random direction, but you cannot
I have
currently
0.
move.
Yeah.
Alright, that's your turn.
You're
But you feel the effects of whatever was happening to you fade off. So you're
okay.
now back to your bunny self. That brings us to Pebble.
So where is he being grappled? Where's is he in his like front claws? In his
He's
mouth?
in his maw.
He's in his mom.
Yes,
Okay.
Nick-
So, would it be fair to say there's a 5 foot? So it's a 10 foot by 10 foot side tunnel, right? 10 feet tall,
Yes.
10 foot wide. Is there a
Yep.
5 foot section that the Umber Hulk was taking that neither of us are taking? Like maybe one of its hind legs, or back part, or I can move to make a space like that. Basically, is what I'm wondering. Because what I want to do
You're-
is try to summon the
You're trying to
obelisk.
find some like open space.
I'm trying to find a space that he's taking that we're not. Like I can move to one side, and then try to raise an obelisk in one of the 5 foot squares to try to pin him, because it'll move
Yeah.
15 feet up, and it could squish or pin him into the ceiling. kind
Yeah,
of thing.
technically, you guys, you and Hagane are technically 10 feet apart right now. It's a 10-foot wide creature, so there is a 5-foot space underneath him that you would be able to find that neither of you are occupying.
Okay.
I'm talking about like vertical space completely, right? Like because he's taking up 10 by 10, and we're taking
Yes.
up. We only take up like one of the 4 grids. One of those other 2, can I summon an obelisk to try to grow under him and pin him into the ceiling, because it'll grow past the height of the ceiling to try to squish
Yeah.
him or something.
Yeah, you could try.
All right, I will try to do that on like
go
one of
on
his
and
hind
do the
legs, or like one of his sides that we're not on right now. I can move over, like maybe to go to his back right side or something, and try to get his left side squished
Okay.
or something. So yeah, there's no roll for that, but I'm basically just trying to do that.
He's gonna make a con save.
Okay. And that's my bonus action.
All right. Roll a d8.
A D8. Okay. 5.
How do you want to do this?
Oh. Okay. I want it to be like a hydraulic press, but it comes from the ground, just slow, like it with 6 agonizing seconds of cracking chitin plates and just bug guts spraying
God.
out as half of his body or a fourth of his body is just pushed into the ceiling.
If we're
Okay,
talking chitin strong as steel, can y'all imagine the sound that's making?
Probably
Face, do
really
you have dark
gross.
vision?
Oh my god.
Do
Do you
kobolds
have
have
dark vision, Face?
I do.
Okay. So you see this, you see the pillar come out of the ground and just pretty much split this Umbra Hulk in 2. And you also get layered in bug guts as they come splashing out of his body.
Cameron.
And you see the Umbra Hulk fall over in 2 halves.
Cameron. I want to lick the bug juice off of me.
Sleep
do
now,
that.
beast.
You know what? I can't stop you.
I'm gonna lick the bug juice off of me.
I'm gonna immediately go over to Hagane and see if he's okay.
And the
I'm
Umbra
gonna
Hulk
wipe off the
revives.
Time rewinds, the pillar disappears, and Umber Hulk's 10 feet this way.
No, the mandible is still clamped to his head like a tick's head. He's just forever.
I just have a mandible for a helmet now.
Yes, the Umbra Hulk is now dead.
As I see Pebble come over and check on me, I'm gonna be like, I almost fucking died. I don't even know what just happened. That probably happened in very fast time too, realistically. I just
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
that was like 3 rounds of combat, so that was like 15 seconds.
that
15 to 20 seconds.
I'm gonna brush myself off. I'm going to try to break off the mandibles to keep.
Yeah, Agane.
Yeah,
You can probably use its armor for your armor.
that's what I'm thinking.
So Os is gonna go over to Hagane and touch his shoulder, and he's just gonna, I'm assuming, just use the rest of his lay on hands so he gets 15 more HP back.
As he heals me,
Okay.
I'm sort of like maybe he wasn't trying to kill me, but
Definitely was not.
although he's glad, he sort of looks at you strangely in a way that you could have killed us all because he didn't know where the fireball came from.
And from behind, I pat your shoulder, Hagane, and kind of look at Haas like a little worried. But
Gives a
I'm
thumbs
glad
up.
that he feels
Because I'm trying to think of the lore of what's happening. Like, I know anything about where you're from or like what you do, or do I just know you as this guy that I met that you said you had to go to the Underdark or something, right?
You'd probably know that he's part of the Scion Choir. I'm sure
Cam?
he would have talked about it.
Yeah,
Us.
he has mentioned that.
Okay, and I know about those guys within my faction. I'm guessing.
You know the basic gist of what the Silent Choir are.
Okay. Well, if not so much a worried look, more of a disturbed at. I don't know the word for it when a soldier doesn't show the volition. I'm just sort of worried, but thankful that I'm getting a healing and not a knife to my chest. I'm gonna thank Haas, sort of worriedly, and yeah, I'm gonna try to grab some, whatever, what's it, chitin? In the mandibles off this guy.
Chitin. It's called chitin.
Okay.
Chitin.
Forget what fucking check that is.
Just
Yeah,
make
it's
sure.
survival,
Ogden
I
gets
believe.
really fucked up next battle too if we do that.
Meat
I've
would
seen
know
people-
I collect off everything in his campaign, so.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check.
Survival. I'm not rolling too great. 11.
Alright, you're able to get one of his mandibles off, but the armor that he is not necessarily wearing, but his natural armor is just too tightly wound, and you're unable to get that off. But you do get one of the mandibles.
And as I hold the mandible, do I notice any presence of venom or anything? Or is it just like, look like teeth?
Just teeth.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go over and repair my mech and while everybody else is doing stuff.
Okay. Okay. I'm assuming you guys are going back to long rest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to before I get fucking killed.
I am going to sit in that hole next to the bug corpse.
I'm with you, bro. I'm literally with you. So.
I'm like traumatized by this. I haven't been in action very much, and this has been a long day for Pebble.
Dude, it has. You fucking fought a demon damn near, or you were sneezing, you almost saw your friend fucking die. One of your only two friends.
I started by falling from the ceiling, like I'm a mess. Like that's just.
As you're about to fall asleep, you see the dead corpse of the Umber Hulk just like kind of like have a muscle spasm.
Fuck.
Damn.
I'm gonna. Is there a way that I can try to remember its style of burrowing, and its movement, and its grace? With obviously, it was very efficient at burrowing, and I admire that aspect. I guess I'm gonna kind of try to remember and study it.
Yeah, make a. Let's just be general intelligence.
Nature, maybe.
Might be nature.
Maybe in
Let's see.
nature.
Yeah, it would be nature.
Nature
It would
plus
be
5. Ooh, 24. Let's go.
God
So, I'll pull the mini back. These front, like arms that they have, kind of act as shovels that can penetrate through solid stone. They break that up into like smaller, manageable rocks and use their mandibles to push it out of the way.
Okay. All right. And were the mandibles taken right? Were the claws taken? The pincer.
the mandibles
mandibles,
were
one
trapped
of the
on
mandibles
Hagen's
taken.
head.
I will
So-
spend my 2 hours harvesting the 2-hand pincer things if I can.
Okay. Make a survival check.
22.
You have no issues.
I'm just gonna watch in awe as he does this while I'm working on my mech and be like, damn, for short, you haven't been here that long and you've got a good craftsman's hand. You know, you should think about joining us. You'd make a good recruit.
You know, I did pick up the languages fairly quick too, possibly a blessing from Tharos. Hopefully I can use these to defend more people, and I shan't see you get hurt like that again.
Yeah, it was very, very scary, and I didn't know what was happening for a minute there. Not even a minute. That all happened way too fast. But I've seen unfortunately worse in my day, and I'll sort of lighten up the mood, just sort of like poke the mandible at him a little bit. This thing right here, we can take it into town. I might be able to get a good little gauntlet off this thing.
Ah, yes, its material seems very effective, protective, and also very offensive. It's quite great. It's a shame this beast was so violent.
Well, even after death, it seems like he'll make some use as I point over to the pincers that you collected.
And I snap them together, like clack them together.
We're just in the hole being dumb as hell, just playing with the parts. You guys hear giggling coming from the hole. Oh, fuck. That's all I'm...
Oh, while they're all doing this, I just want to fucking check my trench coat, make sure it's not busted or ripped or anything. It took a lot of damage. Still waiting
trench
to
coat's fine.
attune. Cool. I attuned to it yet?
Did you attune to it, or can you?
Yeah. No, have I yet? You told me it takes some time because of the abilities it has.
After this long rest, yes.
Cool. Big ups. Big ups.
Because we love it.
Ah. You scared me.
And with that, you guys get a restful night of sleep. No more Umber Hulks come to haunt your dreams
Yay.
and scare your rock friends.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Assuming...
The one that's in that hole might have come back alive, but...
Hopefully not, because we were down
about
here.
that.
Did you guys
God.
sleep in the hole?
A zombie Umber Hulk, that would be ass.
I think Pebble said he was sleeping in the hole. Or at least
I was in the hole
next
for
to
sure.
it.
I'd fuck that Umber Hall if he was not dead.
As you wake up, you take a look at what seems like Hagane's just finishing up his repairs on his mech. And you notice, probably due to the damage that he took, that he's mentioned it to you, his mech is called Kishin Prime. You just sort of see it. It looks a lot larger. It's actually almost poking out of the hole at this point. And now it is a giant mech.
Damn.
Like a large size or a
Yes,
huge size?
large.
Okay. So like you're kind of in this little side tunnel. You're hitting the ceiling now, basically.
Yeah.
In the mech.
I'm just putting my last touches on it. And I guess just so you know, Cam, because it doesn't really reflect anywhere, I got to pick two things. He can have 2 attacks now with his primary arm, and he has a +1 to his AC.
Okay.
That was from my level up.
And then the last thing, as I wake up, rubbing my eyes, I look up and my vision's blurry and it's dark and I don't have dark vision. I just see this looming silhouette of Hagane's new mech. Tharos, is that you? And then I gain composition. Oh, never mind.
Relax. It's okay.
Umber Hulk has a muscle spasm.
This thing.
I'm just gonna and like climb up into my new mech, all fucking scared, just climb out of the hole.
And I'm gonna use my 15-foot burrowing speed to burrow out and make a staircase, and just burrow out diagonally.
Am I this big now?
Okay.
I always forget, even though I play a large creature.
Two squares.
Oh shit.
Alright. You guys are all awake now. You're in a new mech. Pebble's traumatized for life.
Hey, you got the upgrades done.
Yep. And as I sort of look over at the wizard, I'll be like, I had a burning feeling that this was a change I needed to make. I'm just gonna sort of give a glare.
I didn't know you were down there. I'm sorry.
You're just really were not paying attention at all, were you?
What? I'm new to this whole thing. I'm sorry.
So, I'll chalk it up to that for the first time. But a second time, I might look at you a little differently.
That's understandable. I am so sorry. She has a little bow.
I'm not gonna lie, you did smell really good.
I am still gonna look at you worriedly now. I was just not looking at you worriedly. I'll let that one sneak past too.
I'm not gonna eat you. Come on. I wouldn't do that.
I saw him licking his lips.
I would like to roll an insight check.
I did not. Go ahead.
Roll it in.
My life sucks. I rolled 12.
Haas, do you have a requirement of rolling a deception check here?
Oh, I'm just gonna roll it. I'm just gonna.
Oh, you're gonna roll one or the other. Tell me which one it is.
That's what I messaged to Cam.
Okay. So with the 12 insight, you think he's telling the truth?
Okay. There's just like an inch in the back of my mind that's like, maybe not type deal.
But then again, he does lick his lips again.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, lads.
First the Umber Hulk wanted you, and now the party members.
Everybody just wants a piece of this bunny, bro. But I'm going to have to. I'm sure in the next town over that there is a stockade for my guild or my faction, and I should probably report in if you guys would be down to go to the nearest town from here. Or Shard. I don't. You know what I mean within the lore.
Yes.
Is Sister Ellen still asleep? Unconscious?
Oh no, she's awake now.
Alright. Decal.
It's probably a good idea.
Pretty gay.
That's pretty gay, man. Let's get the
Pride
fuck out
Month.
of here.
Let's go.
Hella gay.
I'll save you guys the 9 hours of making perception checks and shit like that to get out of here. 9 hours later, it takes you the majority of the day to get through here. By the time you get out of the cave, it is already the evening. The town is pretty quiet. Currently, a lot of people are getting off of their day jobs. When it comes to this town's culture, it's very agriculturally based. On the outskirts of the shard you guys are on are a shitload of farms. There's a lot of farmland here. Probably half of the shard is covered in farmland. So most of the people coming back into town are like covered in corn and leaves, just trying to make it home, go eat dinner, and go back to sleep, and do it again the next day. You guys do also see a frogman.
Oh?
Is it Kench?
Is it cheeky?
I don't know.
Is he foaming?
He is not foaming.
Oh.
Is it a? No, I'm new to these lands. Is it something I've ever seen before?
Uh,
I crash landed like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So
make a
probably
weaker check.
not. Oh, fuck. 16.
No.
Mr. Toad.
First frog man you've ever seen.
Okay.
You see him walk in the door, honey. I'm home. You see him walk in through his window. You see him eating soup.
What kind of soup?
I don't know.
Just looking through his window.
Hey, shoot fly soup.
Then he closes the blinds when he realizes you guys are stalking him.
Okay, so this might be a town of other animal folk. I don't know if I know this. Do I know this place? Where we are? Does
You've
anybody?
been here a couple of times.
I've been here a couple times.
Never seen a frogman though.
Yeah, it was a little strange. Never seen one of those guys. Maybe some migration happened over the past year.
One thing you do immediately notice, though, other than the frogman, is so the shards. The main way of transporting yourselves between the shards are these little structures that kind of look like Tesla coils, and they essentially beam you across the magical tether that tethers the other shards together.
Okay.
There's a pretty large crowd gathered around the one at Skyhold right now. Your current shard that you guys are on, fairly large crowd gathered around it.
Well, now, should probably check
warn you
that
that-
out.
Yeah, she just warned you that Skyhold's kind of in quarantine. It's kind of the airships aren't coming in and out of Skyhold right now, so you're kind of stuck here.
Interesting enough. Huh. I'm going to approach and join in on the crowd to see what is the commotion, see if I hear anything.
So you don't hear anything. Most people are quiet, but the one thing you do see is 3 dead bodies next to the coil.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
They're wearing similar attire to the people you saw down in the cave.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go.
Like the cultists?
Yes.
All right, Haas is just gonna yell like, "Everybody move! Make way! Make way!" He's gonna try to like usher people out of the way so we can check it.
That's
Okay.
a good idea. I'm gonna help him clear a path with my giant ass.
No, getting a closer look, it is 100% the same attire from the cultists down within the caves. They're also wearing the same mask, the same obsidian mask that they were wearing down in the mines.
As we get a good look and Haas has made our presence known, can we maybe, if he's down, approach the bodies, and I want to check maybe they have any orders on them or any type of note or something?
Make an
How did-
investigation.
Yeah, how did they die? Can you like check that out?
If you want to while I do that, that would be kind of lit. Some Sherlock Holmes shit.
Yeah, so one of you guys make a medicine check, the other makes an investigation check.
You should do the medicine check, probably.
I mean, I got a +0 to my medicine check.
Yeah, I'll roll
You need the
investigation
wizard
here.
to come over.
It didn't make matter
I
even
have
with
help
my.
too.
They might need help. Might need some help.
You too.
He's like, yeah, they're definitely dead.
Could Sethra come check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. She'll do a medicine check. I mean, I'm not great at it either,
So,
but 14.
okay. While you guys are investigating and checking for any physical wounds or anything like that, you don't really find anything on them, but the one thing you do notice is as soon as you go to search behind their masks, see if they had anything like hidden in the strap, or if there's any wounds on their face, these 3 men are all faceless.
Oh, shit.
Weird. She's Sethra's gonna be taken aback, and oh, what's wrong with their faces?
That I don't think I've seen anything like this before. You, Mrs. Magic Lady, could you detect anything on them, potentially?
I will. Ritual, no. Yes. I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. Their entire bodies light up.
Can you actually roll
Uh,
a divine sense to see what kind, if they're a celestial, fiend, or undead?
And with her detect magic, doesn't she get the like class of or school of magic?
Yes, and that's what I'm looking up right now. And divine sense, I don't think you're gonna get any answers from divine sense on these.
Okay.
But you will get answers from detect magic.
Yeah, he'll just say they're not celestial, fiend, or undead. Maybe an aberration.
Very weird. I'm taking it as Cam looking through the thing. She's looking through her scrolls.
It is illusion magic.
Illusion magic.
But it has it seems to have a close relation to transmutation as well.
Could I roll an Arcana to see if I could maybe like cross-reference the things that I've read in the past?
Yeah, roll an Arcana check.
Okay, it'd be an advantage, I think, yes.
Yes.
29.
Damn.
All right, so you're able to pinpoint the spell. These are simulacrums.
Fuck is a simulacrum?
So, a simulacrum is essentially a duplicate of a creature that already exists.
Oh, they're body doubles.
Isn't it like made of snow or something?
Yep.
So they're not real.
Haas would know that, but yeah.
They are not real. They're animated from snow, made to look like a duplicate of another creature.
These bodies aren't real. They're fake.
And as you say that, their bodies begin to melt and turn back into the snow that they once were.
Interesting. Just to like maybe we can assert some dominance, not in a bad way, but I'm just sort of gonna turn around. I'm assuming my voice sounds like deeper through the mech, sort of like a power armor. I'm just gonna like maybe suggest everybody to go into their houses.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, what check?
And because you're in your mech, make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
That, I don't necessarily think you're trying to intimidate them.
No,
Unless you-
17. Oh, I thought I'd roll at disadvantage. I'm good. 17. 16.
I'd say 95% of them leave. Some of them
Okay.
like roam the area, but no one is directly around you.
Is there anything left of the piles of snow? Or like, is there anything left
Other than the clothes they were wearing, no.
Why would they just come here and then to die?
They could have been trying to send people here to kill out the townsfolk and take reins over this village. I mean,
I don't think I've been allowed. I mean, Hawaii Order is nearby. I don't think they could do that even if they wanted to. I'm surprised they even got down in the Underdark, honestly.
seems times are changed. Well, the Shard, are there any signs of disruption or anything different than what we would know regularly?
You noticed from your couple of times here that it was an unusually quiet evening. There was not very many people out. The people who were out were just returning home from work.
The town's real quiet. All we know, if they can do that, they can maybe even disguise themselves as other people. So I wouldn't be too trustworthy of everybody right now.
I got a little something.
Give us something. Give us something.
I'm gonna. Face is gonna hop off the stack, and as he does, for one, y'all are gonna see Face is now dressed pretty much like a Sherlock. He's got a pipe in hand, a magnifying glass sticking out of his pocket, and a nice hat to keep the sun out of his eyes. And I want to roll up on them just wet clothes, and I'm going to go through and around them and try to see if I can't find anything.
Like around the clothes that they were wearing?
Yeah, go like through their pockets, underneath the clothes, just see if anything else is there other
Alright,
than
make an investigation
clothing.
check.
Okay. That would be at advantage with face, which doesn't matter because I rolled the same 9. Damn.
You don't find anything other than what Cithril and was it Hagane found earlier?
Yo.
They didn't really find too much on their physical form.
Come to a conclusion. There's nothing else here.
While this is going on, I'd like to talk to some of the people while they're investigating the bodies. Some of the people that didn't leave, maybe, that were more determined to stay.
Okay.
What happened here? Did you see anything happen before the bodies were laying here dead? I'm kind of asking the crowd of people, these witnesses.
There will be one person who steps forward. Could be half elf. He could also be human. Just pure human. I was next to the coil when it happened. They just came from the other side.
They came from the other side already dead, like launched over limp bodies?
I'm assuming. They did not move once they got here.
Hard landing.
I will relay that to the party, kind of looking over my shoulder.
They landed here dead, apparently, from the other shard over there.
Wait, this doesn't seem right.
We need to get over there. What if there's more? What if they're being attacked?
That is also what I'm thinking.
But the ships are down. Where's like the station where the airships would be? 'Cause he needs like
You don't need the airships. You can take the
shard?
coil.
The coil. You need to take the coil.
Yeah.
I'm walking down to the coil.
Come on,
I guess I'll just follow. I'll just start running this like Avengers Endgame right now.
Mister, go back to the Sign Choir. Tell them what we found. I need to go over there now.
Okay. She just runs off.
Don't ask questions.
Let's go. Come on. Time is the essence. He's like trying to have like usher everybody. He's gonna help Face get back on his buddy's shoulders.
All right.
Put me down.
With the little pipe.
I'm gonna snap at him.
I'm just trying to help.
No.
Fine, you drop it.
Hagane's gonna look over and laugh. Pick him up more. He likes that.
You know him better than me. Why don't you do it?
He bites me. He won't bite you though. Promise.
As y'all are doing that, I'm just gonna walk back over and climb up arms and legs and arms.
Just gonna hop into the coil.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So everyone's hopping into the coil?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So most of you guys know where this coil is supposed to lead. It does not take you where you're supposed to go.
Oh.
The fuck?
On the other side of this coil, when you get there, are rundown ruins of the past. An old war ground. From a period you don't necessarily know. You might be able to figure that out with a check, but at first glance, it's a very historic
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we get like
ruin set.
Before anyone touches the ground,
I'm gonna look for like some sort of stone, any earthen material, probably other than like just dirt. I mean, maybe dirt, but I'm gonna try to use my ring, my echoed memory ring, to see a vision or the last memory of what made contact with this area.
Smart guy.
Okay.
So it relays the creature's type. Like, it's not all of these things, but it can be whatever you choose, basically. Size, emotional, magical presence, auditory, visions, whatever.
You get a sense from like the information that you're able to gather from this that the last person to interact with this has a very similar mindset to the person you were able to detect down in the mines when you touched the altar.
At the summoning altar, the lead
Yes.
guy. Okay. It seems that it might have been one of those two bodies, but someone of a similar mindset to the leader down in the caves was here. Surely it's more of the cult members doing heinous acts.
It makes sense. As I sort of look around at the ruins, like, maybe, can I, like, think hard, maybe something I've seen in the archives, anything about this place, like, maybe, like, history type deal?
Yeah, make a history check.
Dirty 20.
All right. So, you get a sense of where these ruins came from, and these ruins were a part of the war way back, known as the Shattering War. One of the main battlegrounds of the Shattering War, and thought to have been a lost shard.
This is monumental. This is where the Great War happened. The Shattering War. This place could have been lost to time, but yet here we are.
What would the coil bring us here?
Was the shattering the one that happened 1,000 years ago when Tharos was crystallized in the shard? Or was that after that? I don't know the history very well.
I'm going to think about it, then ask the DM.
Yes. Yes, it was a part of the same event.
Oh,
Yes!
Fuck, okay. Oh my.
The lines between time are fading. But what were
I'm
they
not
doing
getting stuck
here?
in the past like this.
And
This was... Oh, sorry.
another thing you noticed, since you did roll a dirty 20, also here seems to be a statue of what was once thought to be a lost god.
Okay, I will just like approach the area of it, and I'm gonna look up and be like, and try to remember which god it was.
Okay, make a religion check.
No! I rolled a 4.
You have no clue. You do know it is female. So one of the lost female gods.
Yeah, I'll relay that to the party. Be like, there's a statue of a god here. I can't put my tongue on it. There's so many things that have been happening today. I'm very confused. Anyone else know their religion well, or the
Osprey knows religion pretty well.
maybe you could help
I
me here.
strangely have a +2 with advantage. I mean,
yes.
not bad game.
I got a +3. I have my proficient.
Oh. Oh shit. Well, you got me there.
Help me, Hoss.
Anybody else want to make a roll?
I had to also roll because I'm interested in the
Fuck.
gods, but
Damn.
if not, it's
Okay.
all good.
I like rolling.
Yeah, you can roll.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that. Actually.
Ooh, hell yeah!
Pebble, the one
I
here for the
never mind.
least amount of time.
What the fuck?
Never
I
mind.
don't know nothing.
The one
No.
who spent the least
I
amount
rolled
of
for the
time
double.
here knows who this is. This is Vesta.
No.
Okay, I gotta pull up that Pantheon doc.
She's the one on fire. She's the one they gave of her physical form.
Pebble's like, I like that one specifically.
This is
But I
Vesta.
failed. A nat one on my religion check. Cithra would have gone nuts.
Makes you feel better. I got a 3 on my roll. Embarrassing. I'm a paladin. I don't even know the gods. Worst paladin ever.
I rolled an 11 twice on an advantage roll.
Can I roll with advantage? I
And-
love Vista so much.
Oh my god, stop being such
No. Pebble.
Yes.
Another thing you know is that Vesta was an adversary to Theros.
Okay.
So she was contesting Theros and Pharos oftentimes through the war.
Yes, that fire tended to clash with the earth long ago. This is unfortunate. This god is almost the opposite of mine. Yet, a statue made of stone. How ironic. We win in the end, Earth. And I smack into the ground.
Wait,
Oh shit.
isn't fire, isn't like lava, fire, and earth? So like, shouldn't you guys be like cool together? Or hot together, I guess?
That's a good question,
they,
Pebble.
They called her the untamed flame of the divine. Transformative fire. Perhaps you could say it was fire overwhelming, heat overwhelming the earth. But it's got to cool down eventually, yes? For I am an ally with the obsidian, but magma is not as friendly, yes?
Oh, due to
And
fear.
sandstone.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Go ahead.
Pretending like I go on for like a few minutes just talk about different rocks, how they're formed.
I was gonna say, due to fear of what happened to me getting sucked underground, when Pebble sort of, thematically smacked the ground, were there any tremors after?
No.
Thank God.
And as you guys are talking, funnily enough, you were just talking about tremors. The earth beneath you begins to quake and begins to separate.
Oh my god. Sorry, I thought you were gonna do the thing again.
It's like you're living in an earthquake on a shard.
I'm just going to get away from any pillars and sort of like sink my mech feet into the ground and just sort of bunker.
I guess also hold on to Hagene's mech thing.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna curl up. I'm gonna split apart and curl up on Hagene's legs, just grapple on.
Are you guys all just curling up?
I'm gonna hold you tight
No,
and
we're
never
all
let
holding onto
go.
the giant mech.
Everyone except for me, I guess, because I'm like an ent in the second movie where I'm bracing into the ground. I have a feature, a racial feature, where I can like have advantage against being moved. So I'm kind of imagining it like kind of just bracing into the earth,
Fuck yeah,
but while still
approaches
standing.
became part of the stone.
Okay. And Pebble, you're gonna be the only one to see this as the earth is separating. So is the coil.
Oh
We
shit.
need to run the coil, I guess.
The
as
coil
it
is separating.
Completely separates from the shard.
It's separated.
And I'm guessing the world is splitting like down the middle. Is that what's happening?
It's splitting down the middle of the statue.
Oh. So do we run?
I guess so.
I'm just gonna be like, come on, boys. I'm just gonna keep sprinting till you tell me not to.
If you guys
Is
are
there
gonna
any-
try to make the jump across back to the coil, it is a 10-foot jump.
Oh yeah, I'm hitting my
That's
bonus
not
action. I'm hitting my bonus action.
I'm hostile with athletics. Can I? You know what? Can I grab Cithril? No, wait. She might not be. She probably make it.
I'm guessing it's something like.
Oh wait! Oh my God! How wide is the crack right now?
Back to the
To the coil, like in between
to
us.
the
this
coil,
rift
it's 10
opening.
feet.
So would I be able to make my obelisk horizontal and make a bridge?
Yeah.
15
There
feet
you go.
long bridge. I'm gonna do that obelisk.
I'm just gonna
I'm
hop.
gonna make the bridge.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm assuming most people are going to take the bridge.
Oh yeah.
And as you make it back to the coil and you take it, you get sent back over to Skyhold.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
What the fuck was that?
I must admit, I wanted to stay and watch, but I don't know that this is a land of danger, land of adversaries to Tharos.
Oh, goodbye. It was probably Sam.
Frenzy fire.
It was.
Well, I guess this obelisk has some uses. By the way, Haas, I do not hold it against you that you destroyed my dear pillar, but if it is not in the way, it can, I guess, attack the enemy. So, if it's not obstructing you, it could leave.
It was that time though.
No,
I
that's
I couldn't have reached.
well,
I couldn't have reached.
I get it, but sometimes. Yes, here it is.
Did you see me throw my javelin? I missed. Okay, I
Look,
wasn't gonna
look.
try again.
Now that I'm thinking about it, possibly I could choose to make it smaller next time, but I don't know if that's written down, so...
Hey,
No.
it's your power. It's your magic.
I don't know
Only
much
you
of it
would know
either.
that.
I don't know, it just kind of came out. I just thought of the earth and then it sprung.
At this point, it is starting to get pretty late. So you guys had a 9-hour travel. Starting to get pretty late into the evening. If you guys already had a place to stay, I would assume you guys probably had a place at the inn, but Haas, you know that there's also always empty rooms at the Silent Choir.
I was gonna say, is there like an outpost here for,
Would they be
for the
allowed,
guild?
as they're not part of the members, to actually spend the night there? Would you know if that's allowed or
If
not?
they get members' endorsement.
Okay. He would offer that then. Then he could stay at our. It'd be much safer.
That is true.
I
I'm
don't-
trying to-
He'd pretty much just feel like, you're allowed to come, but don't mess anything up, and he'd probably give him some quick tips of like not to piss somebody off, like be quiet and you talk very loud.
That's fair. I'm down for that.
Right.
I already messaged him it.
Okay. So we're heading over to the Silent Choir.
Let's go.
Alright. As you walk in, Haas, the first thing you notice is that the building's empty. Or seemingly empty. It's generally not empty at this time of day.
Wait, something's not right. It should not be empty.
Soon, probably.
Make a perception check.
Everybody?
Mostly Haas, because
Okay.
he knows what's normal here.
All right, I'm using my inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay.
Much better, 17.
Okay. So, another thing you notice, the rooms are split into 2 different floors. So there's a staircase that goes up to a second floor of rooms, but there's also rooms on the first floor. You notice like half of the doors are swung wide open.
All right, he does not. He looks very distraught right now. He has his weapon out. He's gonna cautiously check the rooms.
Okay. About every other room has a slain member of the Silent Choir in it.
His eyes go wide. He's run into where his leaders would be.
Okay. In that room, there are 2 people. both of the Silent Choir. One of them you've already been traveling with, and the other one is Resident Thalmarin, which you know is like the current highest like ranking divine fragment holder within the Silent Choir. So he's like the man of the Silent Choir. They seem to be shuffling around, maybe trying to figure out what the hell was going on.
Thank the gods you're all right. What happened?
I don't think we know any more than you do.
I just got... fuck.
We did find this, and he hands you a piece of parchment paper with the sigil of the Ashen Veil painted on it.
You're gonna pound the floor. Bastards!
And with you guys within the Silent Choir building, that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Okay. I have questions.
Hopefully you'll never get answers.
Hopefully, I think I will. There's pieces falling together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Good comms, good sesh. We doing space campaign next week?
Yeah, it should still be good to go. If everyone's free for it.
Yeah.
Alright, for sure. We may have to work on like a maybe a slightly. We could do a slightly different backstory for you, Cam, just because we're on a planet right now. It's either that or like you're basically hiding on the ship.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It could either one could work. Just if up to you to
Whatever
decide.
you need from me to make it work, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll basically just leave that decision up to you. Like, if you want to either have been maybe a prisoner that escaped and was like hiding on the hull or ended up there somehow, or you're like an explorer that just happened to be in the area.
Okay.
It might make more sense though if you were like on the hull, like hiding in the ship, because then you'd be in trouble and then forced to work with everybody, kind of thing. But either way.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Cool.
Gonna be cool, dude.
Alright.
For the tinkering tools, I was telling you, I was like kind of thinking of reworking it. Like, what I have so far, like I have like the flash drive, like which I'm thinking the first one's like a 16-bit, which is like the lower roll. The one's like a 32 gig one, and then like I'm like trying to think of other things that would fit but not be like broken, like breath packs and shit, you know, or like something like, because I know I have to make pods for my facing anyways. So I was like thinking of things like that. Maybe something that's like a super high check, like maybe some type of like hacking stick or something.
Yeah, definitely. Just send me like ideas or notes for it, and we can figure it out for sure throughout the week.
Hell yeah. It's going to be sick.
All right.
And
Thanks for
I'm
the session.
going to
You guys
take
have a good
off.
night. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you
good
for
session.
session.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
I'm hop off too. See you guys.
Yo.
What up?